everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern. We are here with the Tabatha Coffey. It's so exciting. It's January 2020 and we are at Matrix Destination in Orlando, Florida. And one of the highlights for me is always getting to spend time with you.
Thanks, Maggie. Thank you.
So it's a new year, and I say a new decade. I've been told that that's not right, that next year is, but what the heck, it's a new decade. And we're asking Tabatha, we're asking as many people as we can, what are your tips for success for 2020?
Well, I'm going to tell you my mantra for 2020. My mantra is to give back as much as you can. So that's my big mantra. And to say yes. Say yes. Kick fear out, right? Any opportunity you get, anything you want to try, whatever it is, say yes to it. Instead of going, oh, maybe next time, or maybe I'll wait and do that, or I'm too scared. No, forget that. Just say yes and go for it.
I love that because a lot of people will say, what's it pay? And if it's an opportunity that maybe doesn't pay.
Look, for me, an opportunity, and you're right, sometimes opportunities don't pay in money, right, in financial, but they pay in all the other things. Confidence, knowledge, expertise, opportunity. That's what you have to look at. For me, it's not about money, and I don't want anyone sitting there going, oh yeah, but you've been doing this a long time. That's BS. I'm calling BS on that. What pays for me is energy, right? Like if you put your heart and soul into it and someone has taught you something and you can take that back into your salon, you will make money from it. That's a given. But it's the opportunity that I think it's such a big thing, and I think too often we do second guess it, whether it is fear or it is money or it is time. They're all precious commodities to us, and we say no instead of saying yes.
Well, one of the biggest things that Tabatha is doing is saying yes to charity and giving back. And I want you to use this platform to tell everybody and try and get as many people involved as possible.
Well, thank you. I work with an organization called Hair Aid, which is amazing. I have nothing to do with the organization except I love it. I'm totally in love with it. And I go at least once a year overseas. Normally for me it's been Cambodia, although Thailand will be coming up soon. And I go in and it's 5 haircuts in 5 days, and it's teaching primarily women that have been rescued from the sex trade, pulled out of drug gangs, critical poverty, the skill of cutting hair so they can go out and start their own micro business and make money, it's such an unbelievable opportunity and privilege to be able to not just change these people's lives, to do what I love, which is hairdressing, and to be with all these other hairdressers and truly make a difference in whether someone can eat or not eat. And that's what Hair Aid does. So
and it's hairaid.com, right?
hairaid.org. .au.
Yeah, it's founded by Selena in Australia, and it's so exciting. And I'm going with you. Maybe we'll go to Thailand. I was trying to get to Cambodia.
Oh, well, we have to talk because I've got something coming up with them in 2021, so we've got lots of lead time.
All right, so that'll give me time to pack my bags. Because it's very interesting because you're not allowed to wear makeup, you're not allowed to really be fancy, you're not allowed to be really Tabatha, you have to really dress down.
Yeah, that's something that I love about it, and the reason is because we're going into these communities. I mean, I've been on Hair Aid projects where I'm working in a graveyard, and anyone that follows me on Instagram has seen the photographs. I know it sounds strange. That's where these communities live, in amongst the graves, right? So it's hot, it's dusty, it's dirty sometimes. The people that you're working with don't have any of this fancy. There's no showers, there's no makeup, there's none of that. So we wear our Hair Aid t-shirts so that everyone knows that we're part of this community that's going in to help, and we're volunteering our time and our skill. And you just go in, no makeup, no jewelry, no bling, no nail polish, and just go in, and it's person to person, exchanging knowledge and really just caring and, exchanging empathy with people and getting to know people and kindness. And that's what it's all about. So no one's there judging you because or look at your pretty earrings, or look at how fancy your dress is, or it's none of that, and I love it.
It's wonderful because our audience, the modern audience, has such a great skill that you can share, not just nationally, but obviously internationally, and it's a great way to give back. So we have so many, I know we only have you for a couple of minutes. Social media was a big part of your success, and people ask us all the time, we hold social media classes. How important do you think that is today, in 2020?
I think social media is really important. I will say that I came to the party a little bit late. I was very lucky because I had the medium of television, but I was never really an early adopter of social media. Mainly because I guess I didn't need to promote my business that way, and also I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to the social media thing. I'm not the selfie girl. I love the outreach of social media and connecting with people, and anyone that follows me, you know that I end up answering you and talking to you and doing all of that because I love the connection. But I prefer to use my platform in different ways. But I think for any individual out there, business owner out there, social media is incredibly important and a really strong tool to be able to show your work. Showcase what you do really well, have a conversation with potential clients or other people within the industry, you know, to reach out and connect with each other. But I think we need to do it in more of a transparent way. The thing that drives me crazy about social media, and I talk about this a lot in my business classes and when I do branding classes, is, and I know it's hard for some people, don't get caught up on that like thing, right? Like, it doesn't matter, but even how many people follow you. I would prefer, some people look at me and go, well, you don't have very many followers and you were on TV, right? I don't care how many followers I have, because the followers I have, my audience rock. And I know a lot of you out there are listening to us through Modern right now. You guys rock. You support me, you shout out to me, you share with me what's going on, you always show up when I ask you to, and I so appreciate that. And that's what I think is important about social media, is having a really authentic, honest connection with people, whether that be clients or industry professionals, and not feeling bad if you don't get, you know, that many likes on your picture or that many people following you. It's a slow build, and I think consistency is king. You know, we know that content is king, but also just really being who you are and being real, not feeling like you need to fake it out because it's social media.
Oh, I love that. That was a great answer. More than I expected. No, that was really good. So, you are probably one of the most famous hairdressers in the world. And I knew you before the whole TV thing happened. We're from the same town, and Tabatha was an amazing hairdresser. My kids would come home and say, oh my God, this amazing hairdresser that we met in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Since you've become famous, has all of this been worth it for you? It's a tough question.
Look, I'm no different. I don't think I'm any different than I was before TV.
You're not.
Right? Like, as a person, I don't think I'm any different. So that hasn't changed for me. I am more recognizable. A lot of non-hairdressers recognize me because I had a TV show. So is it worth it? Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's lovely that I have a platform that I can reach people. I'm doing what I've always loved. I've been a hairdresser much longer. I've been hairdressing 34 years now, 35 years, much longer than being on television. All my life I've been a hairdresser. I started at 14, so I'm still doing what I love. You know, I think it's easy for everyone to say the grass is greener. There's a lot of things that I had to give up because of my television career, and there's times when I wasn't always there for the people that I wanted to be there for because I was making a television show. But ultimately, I've always been lucky enough to do what I love, and that's be in the hairdressing industry and be with the community of hairdressers.
And the beautiful thing is that you've turned that into something good with Hair Aid, and something you've helped so many hairdressers and so many people in the industry. Tabitha, thank you so much. I know I ran a little bit over with you, but I just love spending time with you. And we had to do it in this background because one of the things that comes with fame, we couldn't do the interview out there because we knew Tabitha would be mobbed and we'd never be able to get a word in edgewise. Thank you so much for this time. Thank you guys for paying attention, and I just wish you the happiest new year.
Thank you. You
See
too.
you at Hair Aid. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye, you guys.